Let's talk sales, and today I want to talk about the scenario where a prospect ghosts you. And this happens to every salesperson, so don't feel like it's unique to you. When this happens, we tend to fall into the trap of over-communication. We call, we email, we text, we email to check that they got the text. We leave a voicemail to check that they got the email that was checking that they got the text, and we end up building this huge gap between us and the prospect, one where we look completely desperate and they feel this extreme pressure to answer us, but they don't. And they don't for one of three reasons. The first is they have no update, there's nothing for them to share. The second is they've gone with a competitor or they've gone in a different direction. And the third is they never had the power to make the decision. So what do we do when we're in this situation? Well, first, we need to admit to ourselves that the probability of us winning this deal has gone down significantly. Okay, if somebody's not communicating with us, the likelihood that they're going to buy from us has dropped. And once we admit that to ourselves, we can move on to the next step, which is sending a final communication. And yes, you heard that right. We're sending a final communication. Unless the prospect responds to us afterwards and reestablishes the sales process, we're going to make this our last communication with the prospect. But before we do that, we want to leave a little bit of a gap period. All right, so if we called somebody on a Tuesday, we may not want to give this final communication until a Thursday or Friday. And this is what that communication is going to sound like. It's going to be a voicemail, and it's going to sound exactly like this. Hey, Jim, it's Ralph with the ABC Company. Last we spoke, we were discussing implementing XYZ service or product inside of your organization. We discussed that implementation happening in this time period. It did not. I'm not sure where we go from here. Can you please help me out and let me know what the next steps might be? That's it. You leave it at that.